Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. 2018 Fireballs here, back with another MLB 9 Innings 21 video. We're back at it today with a showcasing series, and we have 3 new teams to review today. And don't forget guys, if you want your team to be showcased in this series, don't forget to leave a comment down below with your team name requesting to be showcased. And also don't forget to subscribe, and last but not least, don't forget to send me an in-game friend request at 2018 Fireballs. But without further ado, let's hop straight into the new teams we have to review. Alright, so the first team in today's video is Fallen Ghost 29. He has a Los Angeles Dodgers team with a Dodgers S set deck, Diamond C set deck, and a Gold D set deck. He also created a YouTube channel and posted his first video a couple days ago with the exclusive Team Selective Signature Pack. So go ahead and check him out. I'll leave his link in the description box down below to his channel. Go ahead and show us some support and give him a subscription. I feel like he can make pretty good videos, and I think he'd really appreciate it if you guys showed him some support. So definitely go ahead and do that. It would really make me happy, and I know it would make him happy as well. But let's hop straight into his team with Will Smith 21 at his DH. One of the better Dodgers catchers cards. Might be even better than Yasmani Grandal. I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's close. Anyway, looking at the train is okay, only at level 14 out of 14. So 15 to the right side is already high, so I definitely retrain him when you can. But since he's not at level 20, you can wait till you get him to level upgraded to level 20 until you retrain him. So I wouldn't waste points on him yet. Focus on the players that are already upgraded to level 20. That's just my opinion, but I believe it works better that way since they're more fully developed. And looking at the skills, Prediction, Spotlight, Master Base Thief, it's okay, but since it's at level 111, I wouldn't keep this for very long. Definitely go ahead and skill change him when you can. But this card would be a beast with that high power, and if you can get a good train on him, he'll definitely do very well for you. Looking at Yasmani Grandal, as we spoke of him a little earlier, 69 base, high base power, high eye, and okay contact. Train is less than mediocre. 12 to fielding and 6 to speed is very high, especially when you have him at level 16. He's not at level 20 though, so don't worry about retraining him yet. You can if you want to, but I wouldn't prioritize him at the moment. Definitely prioritize his skills though. 2 silver skills with Professional Training Junkie. They're pretty good silver skills, but you definitely want to try and get at least 2 good gold skills, whether that be Charisma, Slugger Instinct, Spotlight, Batting Machine, maybe even Ace Specialist as a third would be nice, but definitely focus on the skills on Grandal for now, and when you can later down the line, focus on his train. Now looking at Albert Pujols 2021, a very rare card since he only has 1 year with the Dodgers. Good job at pulling him. Even though he may not be the best first base card, he has okay and average stats for a batter. His GI distribution does go to batting stats more, since they are higher than his fielding and speed, but the train is less than ideal. And since he isn't the best first baseman, and he isn't who I would want to keep for long at first base, I'd definitely go ahead and replace him. Master Base Thief Charisma is okay, but I'm looking at your lineup, and what I would do is take Cody Bellinger, who's out in left field, and replace him with Pujols. And then with a Team Selective Diamond from Clubcraft, go ahead and craft that and try to go for an outfielder to replace Bellinger so that he can move to first base. And then with Pujols, what you can do is you can either move him on the bench to up your set deck, or you can put him into Mentor since he's already at level 20 out of 20. That high power will help with some Mentors, so you can definitely save him for that. And if you haven't already, you can just keep him on the side since he may be retiring soon. I'm pretty sure he's going to retire after this year, and it'd be a pretty cool card to keep. But yeah, definitely go ahead and replace Pujols when you can, and either use him for Mentor or on your bench. Enrique Hernandez 18, or Kike Hernandez, just a gold card, so we'll just look at the train. This is his best year stat distribution wise, with a low fielding and speed and average power, eye, and contact. Train is okay, wouldn't focus on him though since he's only a gold card. Definitely with Team Select Diamonds from Clubcraft, look to replace him with a diamond, whether that be Muncy, sorry, not Muncy since you have him as a Sig, but replace him with a better or equal Kike Hernandez as a diamond. Then looking at shortstop, you have Manny Machado 18. This card is a beast of a card with high power and contact, and pretty high eye as well. I'm loving the train. Only criticism though is that power isn't at the special train, second special train or first special train. It gets points last, so that's the only downside. 12 to the right side is beautiful. So what I would do with this card, since he's at level 20 out of 20, and he has a pretty good train, later on down the road, you can retrain him but this is a good enough train to keep for now. Focus on other cards that still need to be upgraded to level 20 and that don't have good trains. This will do well for now, especially with Slugger Instinct Spotlight Prediction. A beautiful skill set, loving it right there. Definitely keep special training him as well until you can get him diamond skills. I bet he rakes for you, and definitely keep upgrading him, and like I said, later down the line, retrain him. Then we have Max Muncy 2018. I assume you will use the off-season grade increase on him. Only at level 14 though, so you have time to upgrade him. His train isn't that good, so I would definitely prioritize this at the top of your list with retrains, since he is a signature card and you want to get him to his maximum potential as fast as possible. He also has a first base and third base option, so you could possibly replace him at first base with Pujols if that's something you'd like to do. So you have some potential choices to make with Bellinger or Muncy, but definitely upgrade that card, Muncy card, to Diamond as soon as you get the grade increase, and make sure you train him to level 20 with a good train as well. Looking at Bellinger 17 as a Black Diamond in left field, second best year to 19 is his best year. Looking at the train is okay, not great, only at level 14. Would definitely focus on upgrading him. If you don't think you're going to pull his SIG, if you do plan on spending more money on a Team Select Signature Pack, I would definitely hold off on developing this card. You don't want to waste your resources since he is a Black Diamond though. You already made that decision and it's kind of tough, so this is really up to you whether you want to keep him and upgrade him and try to roll Black Diamond skills on him and max him out. My only concern is that you would pull his SIG and then it would nullify this card as significant because it's only a normal card. So definitely in the future when you Black Diamond cards, make sure you Black Diamond only signature cards or special cards if you do plan on spending more money. But if you plan on buying another Team Select Signature Pack, let me know. I would definitely hold off on training him or skilling him because this is a Black Diamond card. But if you want to keep him and upgrade him, that's up to you. I would say get a good train on him, less than 14 or 15 to the right side, and definitely skill change him. Looking at Jock Peterson 2016 signature card, not his best signature year, but a good card nonetheless. Definitely needs a retrain though. Way too much speed and way too much fielding, and he is a signature card, so you want to make him the best you can possibly make him with training stats and skills. Looking at his skills, Charisma Prediction and Training Junkie, that's actually a pretty good skill set. Training Junkie is a good third skill, and Prediction is also a good third skill. I have experience with this skill set and it produces pretty high batting average, but what you want to see from this card, especially with high power, is more home runs. So what I would do is definitely retrain him for higher power, eye, and contact. Go for something like power with the first points of special training, then go to eye for second points to special training, and then contact as well. And then definitely skill change him down the road. You can keep this skill set for now. I would just, when you have skill changes, after you skill change Grandal to something decent, definitely go after Jock Peterson with some skill changes, or open up a skill storage to see what you get. Last in your lineup, you have Mookie Betts in right field, his best year 2020 card with the Dodgers. Looking at him, perfect grade increase, very nice, high base power, eye, and contact. Only at level 12 out of 12. Definitely keep upgrading him and get him better train. And his skills as well could use a redo. So with batter skills, what I would do first is definitely focus on Grandal. Then you can focus on Peterson since he is fully upgraded. Or you could do either one, first or second, depending on which you prioritize more. And then definitely last, what I would do is try to skill change Mookie Betts. Since he's only at level 12, he's not fully developed, he doesn't produce as much as the others will. So definitely leave him down on the priority list for skill changes. But looking like a solid lineup overall. Let's look at your pitching staff now. Beautiful card, Max Scherzer 21. I love this card art. It's just beautiful. I don't know what else to say. Really like that card art. Looking at his base stats, very similar to many of his Nationals years. Train is looking pretty good so far. At level 14, 7 stamina is a little high, but I could see this train going to the good side. It also could go downhill, but keep training him, see where he goes. High velocity so far and pretty high location is pretty good. And then looking at his skills, definitely skill change him as well. Keep him on the top of your priority list as for pitchers. Giant Crusher cleaning up your mess and Field Commander isn't going to cut it, and especially since this is a SIG, and a very good one at that, you want to maximize his potential. Looking at Hyunjin Ryu 2019 at level 20 out of 20. A pretty good train considering he's only a gold card. 10 to stamina is high, but for a gold card, this does okay. Don't bother retraining him. He's only a gold, so definitely look to replace him with a team selective diamond in the future. Clayton Kershaw 2016, I believe his best overall base year. Not a good train. Don't focus on reskilling him, or not reskilling him, he can't be reskilled, what am I saying? Don't focus on retraining him. He's only a gold card, just like Ryu. Focus on getting him replaced with a team selective diamond pack. And last but not least, for gold cards in the starting rotation, Oral Hershiser, 88. Again, he's only a gold, has a high base, but he has high stamina. So I wouldn't really focus on him either. Try to get him, like with the other 2 gold cards, replaced with a team select diamond. Better pitcher. Once you get that diamond S set deck, your overall will boost significantly. And by the time you get that diamond S set deck, your team should be above 100 overall. And then last in your rotation, you have Tony Gonsolin 2020. A very good card at a 73 base. Definitely would want to skill change him. Keep him up there on the priorities list along with Grandal, Betts, Peterson, and Scherzer. Also would focus on getting him retrained. You're still upgrading him, so it's up to you, bro. Whatever you want to do to retrain him. If you want to do it now, later. It's all up to you. But definitely get him upgraded and trained. He's one of the better Dodgers starting pitchers. Very nice card. Then your bullpen, you have Yimi Garcia 2015 as your setup man. This is his best Dodgers year. I have his worst Dodgers year in my Dodger team. Only a 60 grade increase. May want to use a grade increase reset. And definitely want to get better skills. Something along the lines of setup man, winning streak, last boss, dominant pitcher, finesse pitcher, something along those lines. But a very good card with base stats. Then we have Dylan Floro 19. Okay reliever, low base velocity. He's a diamond though, so I would definitely keep him in the rotation with the bullpen. Looking like a pretty good train so far. Keep doing what you're doing with him with that train. And would definitely get new skills on him. He is in the setup role as well, so Fixer's not going to cut it. If anything, I would move him to the middle relief role, but he is a diamond, so I see why you put him in the setup role. He is a better card as a diamond. You can leave him there, but if you are, I would definitely go ahead and also skill change him with the other diamonds that you have to skill change. Looking at Scott Alexander 2018, not the best relief pitcher. Try to replace him with a team select diamond pack. Don't bother retraining him. 65 base is okay, but he's only a gold, so definitely replace him as soon as you can. Along with Brusdar Graterol 2020. Low velocity, not the best relief pitcher, only a gold. Definitely replace him with a team select diamond pack. Train is actually okay with pretty high pretty high location and velocity, but replace him with a diamond as soon as possible. Then we have Luis Avian, 1 stamina, pretty good train, only through level 10 though, and he's your long reliever, so he doesn't do much for you, but definitely get him replaced with a team select diamond pack as soon as possible. And last but not least, we have Eric Gagne 03, black diamond card, very beautiful card right here, great grade increase distribution. I love to see that bright red right there. 21, 22, 22, and 20. Definitely skill change him when you can. Since he is your closing pitcher, you want to get a winning streak in there, last boss, dominant pitcher, setup man. Pretty much the same thing for a setup man, but winning streak would be a little more ideal. Train could use a little work as well, but focus on getting upgrade tickets from the Hit Coin shop. League mode as well, if you're in Master League. Keep grinding that out. But a very good team overall, bro. Just gotta focus on team select diamonds. You asked me where you should prioritize team select diamonds. So first what I would do is go for pitching. Pitching is number 1 in this game. Once you get your pitching down, then go for your batting. Look to replace Kike Hernandez. Is really the only person you need to replace with a team select diamond. Then try to find an outfielder as well. You could put Hernandez, if you get him as a diamond, in the outfield, and then move your lineup around and get a second baseman, or whatever works for you. But my final verdict is definitely go for pitching first with team select diamonds, and then go for batting with team select diamonds. Specifically Kike Hernandez and Cody Bellinger. A better outfielder and a better second baseman. But yeah, bro, great team, and thanks for your request. Okay, next we have LAA817, and he runs an Angels team with a Diamond S set deck. And in your memo it says good. I think this team's looking pretty good. With the Diamond S set deck, you're definitely on the right track. Let's start off with your DH. You have Albert Pujols 09. a very good prime year for Pujols. High base power and high base eye. Would definitely like to see the train a little better though. 13 and 9 to the right side is a little high, and I would the skills are okay. Prediction barrel it up. It works for now, but definitely want to skill him to an endgame set if you're going for that. But in my opinion, prediction barrel it up will do okay for now. But just later on down the line, skill him again if you can, or open up a skill storage if you're comfortable with doing that. But definitely focus on retraining him for more power and more eye. He could definitely use those skills to maximize his potential. And if you could even do eye, sorry, not eye, but contact high as well, since it is lower than the power and eye base stats. Looking at Kurt Suzuki, 17, not a team card, so I wouldn't really focus too much on him. You're probably going to want to go for an Angels set deck. No, you're definitely going to want to go for an Angels set deck. Let me rephrase that. Since you're an Angels team, train is less than ideal. Skills are actually pretty good. Triple gold, 5 tool, spotlight prediction. You can keep that for now. Pretty good non-team card, considering he's a Braves player and not an Angels player. Train is actually not that bad with OK power and OK eye, but definitely focus on replacing him with the team player when you can. Looking at your first baseman, you have Joey Votto, 17. A very good year for him, but wow, only 1 to power through level 20. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna need a retrain. That's definitely way too much speed, and if that power were replaced with the speed, I'd say this is a good train. But yeah, you're gonna want to have to retrain him since he is Black Diamond, and you do have a Black Diamond skill on him, which is pretty nice. I don't know how well Chance Maker does, but go ahead and experiment. You can try and use green tickets on him if you feel comfortable. I would kind of hold back though, since he's not a team card. You don't have that many team cards on this team, so it's up to you with this card. I would definitely 100% retrain him though, because he is a Black Diamond, and you're going to keep him for a little while. You value this card, I see, since you did Black Diamond him, and I don't blame you, as high base stats, and he's a very good card. But for this card, definitely retrain, and use a green ticket if you're up for it. Looking at second base, you have Jose Altuve, 2016. Not his best year, but he's not a team card either. Train is not that great, and looking at his skills, Slugger Instinct prediction, pretty good skill set. I'm not going to lie, that's pretty good for a non-team card. Definitely don't need to focus on developing him. Go ahead and look to replace him with someone like David Fletcher, or one of the better Angels second basemen in the game when you can craft a team select diamond pack. That would be very good for most of your positions on your team, since you don't have a lot of team cards. So you're going to hear me repeat this. Again, at shortstop, you have a Brewers card, Orlando Arcia. Not a very good train. Skills, okay. Charisma's an okay single skill by itself, but like I said, with a bunch of other cards, definitely replace him with a better team card in the near future with a team selective diamond pack. And then at third base, you have the same Brock Holt that I have on my Red Sox team. Pretty good train. Not bad. 16 to the right side is not too shabby. Only thing is, there's low power to the train, so that's the downside. He is a SIG card though, so he's not the greatest. If you can, I would combo him away. I wouldn't see you keeping this card for long. If you're attached to it, that's your thing. But yeah, definitely would want to get rid of this card. Not the best SIG by any means, especially since you're not a Red Sox team. So he has an okay train. He has okay skills, but definitely look to replace him with a team card. Like Anthony Rendon would be a good option, or any other Angels third baseman. Checking out a left field here, we have Shohei Ohtani, 21. Beautiful card. Train is actually not bad. 17 to the right side is a little high, so you may want to retrain him when you have the points to do so. And his skills, triple gold, but I'm going to have to say retrain this. Ohtani is an endgame card, so you're definitely going to want to make him the best you can make him. Retrain later down the line is what I would do, and also open up a skill storage and see if you can get anything better than Slugger Instinct 5 tool. Try to roll something like Charisma, Spotlight, Slugger Instinct, Batting Machine. You could Black Diamond him if you want as well, if you don't plan on spending money for a signature card. And he also has that dual ability where you can change to a pitcher. So if you're up for that, you can do that as well. Looking at your rotation, You could fill out the last spot in your rotation. That's a gold with the Bumgarner there. But that's all up to you. You don't have a lot of team cards, so focus on getting team cards first. But a very good Ohtani there. I'm really liking that card. Then we have Trout 2014 in center field. Looking at his train, too much to the right side, 12 and 10. 22 to the right side is way too high. Skills are mediocre, prediction, master base thief, professional. Go ahead and reskill him when you can, and definitely retrain him for more eye, power, and contact. Power and contact is looking very nice, but you definitely want to see a little more eye as well, since it is lower than the power and contact stats. Then looking at right field, you have Gregory Polanco, 2018. Gregory Polanco, I believe this is his best year, but it's not a team card, and his train is way too much to speed and field at level 20. A specialist prediction's okay, but like I said, replace him with a team card when you can, craft those team select diamonds, and get that Angels set deck up as fast as you can. Alright, moving on to the starting rotation, you have the Garrett Richards as your ace, 2017 card. Not his best year is his 14 card. Looks like you were trying to go for a finesse train, and you do have finesse pitcher to level 7. As a standalone skill, I would have to sadly say this does need a reskill. Open up skill storage. He's not the best Angels pitcher, but if you plan on keeping him, definitely want to retrain him. High stamina at 11, you definitely want to try and get velocity up there, since he is getting the finesse train, the finesse treatment I should say, and his velocity base is pretty low at 68. So with this card, definitely retrain him when you can. Even though he does get the finesse bonus, you're going to want to reskill him as well to try to get something decent as a second skill with the finesse pitcher stat, or with the finesse pitcher skill. But yeah, keep on developing this card and try to get a better training and skills on him. Looking at Madison Bumgarner 16, only a gold card and not a team card. Way too high stamina. Don't bother with him though, he's not a team card and he's only a gold. Pretty cool card to have, so if you are still doing Mentor, save him for Mentor. He may help you in certain situations when you put him in for Mentor. So, pretty good card, just wouldn't keep him in your lineup for too much longer. Then you have a Dylan Bundy 2020, a very good year that he had in 2020 with the Angels. I'm liking that high velocity, only at level 12 at the train, so you could try and see where it goes if you want to upgrade him. Looking at his skills, finesse, untouchable, actually a very good skill set. So looking at your train now, high velocity wouldn't be ideal for him. You want to try to get more location and break. So I take back what I said a little earlier. Try to go for that finesse bonus. As much as possible, you want to try and keep the velocity as high as possible as well, while you can still get the finesse bonus. You get the finesse bonus when location and break combined, added together, is 15 points higher than velocity and fastball added together. So, good skill set, okay train, just want to go more with the finesse train when you retrain him. So, very good card, just got to develop him a little more with that train. Looking at David Price 2018, that's actually a really good train right there. 12 to break is the only criticism. If that were the location, that would be much better, but a pretty good train nonetheless. Dominant pitcher, finesse pitcher, pitching machine. Hey, that's the exact same skill set I actually have on my David Price, so definitely keep that skill set. That skill set does wonders for me. Really good card. If anything, I would keep this guy. He's your best card, I'd say, right now, as your 25th man. Arguably, Pujols is as well. Excuse me. But yeah, definitely keep this card, and doesn't look like he gets either or of the bonuses, but do what you like with this card. Try to get a finesse bonus, I'd say. Finesse pitcher is better than dominant pitcher, so if you can, train him again. But he's not a team card. That's my only problem. He's not a team card, so keep him as is for now. Focus on your team cards first, and then work on him if you want to later down the line. Mark Mulder, 01, prime card. Nice diamond prime. Train, not too highly developed right now at the moment, so wouldn't focus on that much. Inning eater mess. Third skills, not really good in my opinion. Try to get him replaced with a team card as soon as possible though. But I'm really liking this. He's a prime card, he looks very nice, but just need to replace him with a team card. Bullpen, you have Pedro Strop 2016. Good relief pitcher. Train is not looking that good though. Not a team card, so I'd look to replace him in the future. Untouchable Mess does, I think, would do pretty well, but definitely replace him with a team card. Then you have a Melanson, 2013. Actually, another very good relief pitcher. Put away pitch, finesse pitcher. Okay skills, but definitely replace him with a team card. Phelps, David Phelps, 2016. Another pretty good relief pitcher. Very good bases and stats on all these relief pitchers that you have. They're just not team cards though, so Giant Crusher, Inning Eater, Firefighter, not that great. Definitely replace him with a team card though. Kenyon Middleton, team card. Definitely want to retrain him. Way too high stamina, way too low fastball, and location and velocity you want to get higher up as well. Boss Ace, finesse pitcher. Hey, that's a great skill set right there. I don't know how well he would do as a setup man or a closer, but as a middle reliever, I could see that working. So definitely keep this card since he's a team card, but you want to retrain him. Prioritize him high on the list because he is a team card. Always prioritize your team cards over your non-team cards. And then Ottavito, another very good base relief pitcher. Train is not that great, and he's only your last reliever, so I wouldn't bother with him. Get him replaced with a team card as soon as possible. And then Sean Doolittle, 18, another very good relief pitcher, just not a team pitcher. Train is actually not looking that bad. Just would like to see velocity and location higher, but he's not a team card like many of your other cards. Finesse pitcher, mess, not the greatest for a closer. But yeah, you have a good team overall. Only biggest thing is get more team cards as soon as possible. You want to get that team set deck up to up your overall. It also helps you boost a lot of other things. I've seen improved rank performance when I first started out, when I was first playing. The more team cards I got, the better my team performed. So definitely focus on getting more team cards. I'm loving your team. You have a lot of great potential here with Ohtani and Trout. Votto is a very good Black Diamond, but just switch that train around. I'm still laughing at that in my head because his train is so insanely bad, but looking like a very good team. Liking a lot of things, but also a lot of things to work on. But thank you, bro, for sending in your request, and let's move on to the next team. Alright, last team we have for today is Twin City Geminis. I'm liking this team. It's a Twins team with a Twins A set deck and Diamond S set deck. Before getting into any cards, what I would say first is definitely try to get the Twins set deck to S tier. I see there are some cards like Altuve, Candelario, and Turner that you could replace with other Twins players. Try to craft as many Team Select Diamonds from Clubcraft as you can, and keep grinding on League Master mode if that's where you're at right now, to definitely try and replace those non-team cards. But hopping straight into your lineup at first with your DH, Robbie Grossman, 2016. Not the best card, but he does get pretty good grade increase distribution considering his right side is low with the base stats. But I would definitely, in my opinion, try to replace him with a better Twins card if there are any out there. Maybe even somebody on your bench if they are possibly better. Let me know what you plan on doing. Grossman, I know, isn't the best card, but don't put too much into him. That's my suggestion. Try to replace him with a better team card if you possibly can. Looking at your catcher, you have Joe Mauer's 2009 Prime. I believe this was his MVP year, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. Little high to the right side. 18 is a little too high for my liking. At level 20. Then Spotlight Prediction is an okay skill set, but you definitely want him to be endgame since he is a Prime. He does have SIGs, but if you don't plan on spending money to buy SIGs, you told me you were going to get the SIG change ticket, so I don't know, it's up to you. You have a chance of getting a SIG of his, but if you want to, you can definitely develop this Prime to make it a lot better. And getting the train up would be my top priority on him, and then second, getting better skills. But a very nice card overall. Then at first base you have Miguel Sano, 2021. High base power and low fielding and speed for the base stats, so he gets great distribution, 25 to that power. Wow, that's impressive. Train is a little high, too high to the right side with 16. Only at level 16 out of 16 though, so you have room to upgrade him, but I would definitely retrain him when you can. Looking at his skills, I would definitely go ahead and reskill him as well. He could be a beast at the plate if you roll something like Spotlight, Training Junkie, Slugger's Instinct. He can really turn out to be a really good arcade hitter for you and a very good player in ranked for you as well. Also, when you train him, I would say try to get that eye as high as possible since it is low at 65. If you can, try to get eye first for special training, then power, and then contact. Or even if you get power, eye, contact, that works as well. But a very nice looking card that you have. Just needs a little bit more developing here and there. Alright, then we have Altuve 2017. This is his MVP year. 18 out of 20. Not the best train. 20 to the right side isn't good. So he's not a team card though, and he doesn't have great skills, so I wouldn't focus too much on him. Not a team card. Not that important. Try to replace him as quick as possible. That would be my best suggestion for Altuve. Looking at shortstop, you have a signature Roy Smalley. Very nice skill. Spotlight, barrel it up, Slugger Instinct. Does he get the barrel it up bonus? Wow, he does. He has very high contact. Liking that right there. Looking at his train, I can see why he went for high contact first, but that eye is just a little bit too low for my liking. So what I would do with this card is retrain him. Since he is a signature, you want to get the most out of him, get the most out of your top tier cards such as Sigs and Primes. Definitely try to keep as much contact and speed as you can, but I would love to see that eye a little bit higher since it is much lower, considerably lower than the power and the contact. So a very nice card that you have, but just would tweak it with the train, keep those skills. That is beautiful. Also, what I would do instead of going Spotlight to level 7, if you do have a skill reset, I would choose Slugger Instinct instead. Spotlight's more of a chance skill, while Slugger's Instinct is a guaranteed increase, so I would just switch that around. So yeah, just switching around the skills and retraining him would be my only concerns with this card. Next, you have a 2019 Justin Turner. I believe his best year. 14 to the right side is very good. Train is okay with the power, eye, and contact. Special train would go to contact first, then eye, then power, but he's not a team card, so I wouldn't focus too much on him. Batting machine, laser beam. I honestly prefer laser beam. If any person on the diamond was to have laser beam in this game, I would have to say first baseman. First baseman, you don't want laser beam on. You want laser beam, if anything, on your third baseman. In manual play or even in ranked, it could make a pretty good, significant difference, considering they have to throw the farthest across the diamond to reach first base. That's just my theory though. A lot of other people disagree and say laser beam's just a useless skill. But yeah, he's only a non-team card, so wouldn't focus too much. Don't need to reskill him, don't retrain him, get him replaced as soon as possible. Then we have Byron Buxton, 2017 in left field. His 2021 card, I believe, is better, but he has actually not a bad year this year. Pretty low eye though. Okay train, 15 to the right side. I see you're trying to finish him with stat amp tickets. So with finishing this train, definitely go for more power. Try to get power at level, try to get power the highest, or if you can't, at least get eye as the highest for special training stats. But a very nice looking card. Barrel it up charisma with that speed and contact. You may want to change it, or you may want to alter the train. I could see why you're holding off on using amp tickets. This is a very hard call to make. So yeah, definitely if you're going to go for this barrel it up charisma, try to get higher speed and contact. At the same time, his eye is super low. This is a very tough call to make on this card since he is mixed with all these stats. 62 eye being low, you have to barrel it up, so you want speed and contact to be high, but at the same time you want high power. A very hard decision to make, but what I would do is go for higher power, go for high eye, and reskill him. That would be my best suggestion for you for this card. And if you're comfortable with it, open up a skill storage and try to roll something better. Barrel it up is a good skill, but it's going to be hard for you to balance all the training out since he does have low eye. So my best suggestion would be to go for high power, high eye, and a reskill. Alright, Jaquil Jones. Jackie Jones. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Skills looking decent. That's a good arcade mode skill set. Training, not much to say there. Only at level 10. He's a team card though, so definitely try to upgrade him and get high I when you want to train him. Similar to Buxton, try to get high I and high power, and reskill him when you can. Looking at Max Kepler 2019 in right field. Looking at the train, very similar to Buxton's train. He has a high power base and high contact and high I for his base. So I would definitely try to retrain him for more power. 5-2 player, full swing hitter, pull hit. Definitely retrain him as reskill him as well. 15 to the right side is pretty high. You could upgrade him and train to level 17 and see what he gets. Then use stat amp tickets. But in my personal opinion, what I would do is just overall retrain him. This card is a high power card, so you want the maximum power that you can get on this card to hit solo home runs for you. When you can hit a lot of solo home runs, it'll definitely win you more games when you're in ranked mode and even in league mode as well. Very good lineup right there. Looking at your starting rotation, you also have a Mark Mulder like the last person I reviewed. Actually a pretty good train. 19 to velocity, 13 to location, 13 to fastball, only 7 to stamina. Just a little bit low on that break, but that's okay. Cleaning up your mess, last boss, liking that skill set right there. Very traditional train by the looks of it. So yeah, he's a good ace for you. Keep that skill set. Maybe your 25th man. This is looking like the best card to be your 25th man. But definitely keep him as your ace for now, looking very good. And you told me you were going to sig change this Kenta Maeda 2020. I really like this train, but Boss Mess doesn't really fit the criteria for this train. So what I would do is keep this train. Definitely use the sig change ticket on him like you said. This is a perfect card to use the sig change ticket on. But definitely go for a dominant pitcher, last boss, finesse pitcher. Try to go for that sort of skill set on a skill storage. His train is really good. I like that low stamina at 7, that high velocity, and you were able to get location for that special training the last few points. So definitely keep this train. Only thing is reskilling him and then using that skill change ticket. Then you have a Jose Barrios 2018, another good signature card for the Twins. Stamina a little high at 8, 7 is my maximum. But nonetheless, 14 and 14 to location velocity. I'm liking that very much. And then last boss, cleaning up your mess. So I see a theme here with your pitchers. Boss mess. It's an okay skill set. It used to be a very good one, but ever since the new skills came out with Dom, Finesse, those skills have kind of taken over. So later down the road, let me know how he performs, but I would reskill him and try to get something along the lines of Dominant Pitcher or Finesse Pitcher. Then we have an Irvin Santana, another good Twins pitcher. Would definitely want to retrain him though. His location is way too low and his velocity needs to be higher. Stamina is pretty high as well, so definitely prioritize him with a retrain. Here you have Boss, dominant pitcher, a good skill set. So with your train, you're definitely going to want to go for that dominant train with a high velocity and the high fastball. Then you have Tommy Malone, 2014. Not the best starting pitcher. I would definitely try to replace him with a better starting pitcher. Low velocity for his base. Train is meh. Wouldn't really focus on him. You could skill change him if you'd like, but he's not the best starting pitcher, and there are other Twins pitchers out there that I know you could probably get to replace him with. But your rotation's looking solid. Let's move on to your bullpen. Trevor Rogers, 2021. Okay train, stamina's too high though. I would definitely retrain him for lower stamina. And then skills are definitely going to need a retrain as well. Fixer is more of a middle relief set, and you want to try to get setup man, last boss, or winning streak. Then you have Dellin Betances, 2014 prime card. Train is not that great as well. He's not a team card though, and you have firefighter, last boss on him. He's not a team card, so I wouldn't focus too much on him. Let me know how he does for you, but if you were to reskill him, do the same thing with Trevor Rogers. Try to get something like last boss, setup man, or winning streak, or even finesse pitcher or dominant pitcher as well. Then you have Lewis Thorpe, fixer, inning eater, pretty good skill set for a middle reliever. Low stamina is okay, but you only have low velocity as well. He's a team card though, so this one's kind of a mixed bag. Probably want to replace him later on though, as I changed my mind there because that low velocity isn't going to cut it for me, and he has high stamina. So you're definitely going to want to switch him out with a better relief pitcher when you can get one from a Team Select Diamond Pack. And then we have Ryan Presley, 2015. Pretty good train. High stamina though, which is not to my liking, but he's not the best relief pitcher like Thorpe. Dominant pitcher, Giant Crusher, okay for a middle relief set. Definitely try to develop him better, or if you pull a better relief pitcher card, definitely replace him. Then you have a Dobnak, another pretty terrible relief pitcher. He is your long reliever, so don't put too much into him. And if you can, like the others, try to replace him with a better relief pitcher. And that's a team card. And last, you have a Tyler Duffy, 2020, 17 out of 20. Pretty good train, 8 staminas, okay. Just okay. I would definitely retrain him for at least lower stamina. It's only a couple points though, so you can get away with it. And you're trying to finish him off with amp tickets, dominant pitcher, finesse pitcher. With the way your train is looking, I would definitely go the way of dominant pitcher. His base stats are set up more for that role, and he could turn out to be a pretty good closing pitcher for you, not gonna lie. But overall, your team's looking very nice. You also said you were working on your Smalley, so I can see that. And also, just focus more on getting more team cards in there to finish that set deck, like I said before. And definitely sig change that Kenta Maeda. Your team is looking very nice with skills, and just a little bit here and there with trains. Your bullpen also needs a lot of help, but your team is going in the right direction. I like the way I like what you're doing. And yeah, thanks for the request, and we'll end off the video here. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about any of my judgments or my opinions on skills and trains, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to answer you. If you want to be showcased in any of these videos, don't forget to leave a comment down below requesting your team name, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and last but not least, don't forget to send me an in-game friend request to 2018 Fireballs. After you do those 3 things, I'll put you down on my list, and you'll soon be featured in one of my future showcase videos. Thank you guys once again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And if you want to follow me, go ahead and do so on social media, on Instagram and Reddit. I post extra MLB 9 innings content that I do off camera, such as memes, trains, Black Diamond, SIGs that I get, a bunch of other cool stuff. So if you're into that, go ahead and check that out. But yeah guys, anyways, I'll see you in the next video.